Hello. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Rhymes with Play. Long time no see for an Oni stream. Good to see you folks again. My name is Jarrett. I'm a designer on Oxygen Not Included.
Yeah, I'm Daniel, programmer and designer as well.
And I'm Erica. I'm one of the animators/artists.
We're going to play some Oxygen Not Included today. Also talk about the new DLC. We just put out today the Frosty Planet Pack. That DLC is now available on Steam. And if you play on other platforms, it'll follow shortly after. So hoping we can talk through that DLC a little bit, show you what it's all about, get into the game a bit, and well, I don't know if we'll get too far with the colony, but we'll cheat a little bit.
We'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Excited for everyone to see all the new stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting out a new thing, you're always like, we had a bit of a preview with it. We did this beta period for a couple of weeks, and we got some great feedback. By the way, if you did play in that beta period, thank you very much. That's really helpful for us.
Yeah, it's been very helpful.
Yeah. But yeah, you never know when you put it out quite how the response is going to be. So it's always exciting and also makes me a little nervous, nerve-wracking. Yeah. All right, let's hop into the game here. See if we can get that going.
Yay.
There it is.
Here we go.
So as mentioned, we got the Frosty Planet Pack now here. And if you're playing, just to be clear, if you're playing any other version of Oxygen Not Included, you can still play Frosty. Like, you don't need to own Spaced Out to get the Frosty Planet Pack. I do have Spaced Out. I've got both of them going right now, and that's also okay. You can play both versions at the same time. Let me crank down that audio just a little bit.
Is that good?
See how that goes. So I won't get into it today, but just so you know, full patch notes. They're pretty long. You can read through them there on our forum post. Actually, it's probably this one here. This will take us to the forum. And, that's probably the Steam store. All right.
We're starting from zero?
Starting from zero.
Okay.
Yeah. So all of these options are also compatible with the Frosty Planet Pack. It's totally supplementary. We'll probably just start a classic asteroid. Before I do that, though, I do want to show you one other thing we kind of snuck in at the end of the beta period. We're hoping people can check out. If you go over to the lab, you will also find sort of like, it's called Blasted Series. Series is the planet, that we're calling the Frosty Planet, but we mean Series. So a lot of our adventures will happen there. And this is kind of the hard mode version of that, or it's not just harder, but it's also well, I guess it's kind of a bit of a spoiler here. You can see there's a giant rift through the middle of the asteroid. So if you can imagine what that feels like when you're actually building a colony, it mixes things up quite a bit. Not going to play on this one today. I'll leave that to you folks.
No.
But we'll make a classic one. Have you checked this one out?
I have.
Yeah.
Well, not personally, but I have seen people play it.
Yeah.
Like people in our team, of course.
Yeah.
And it looks very scary.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I need to be a very good player to try it.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna die immediately.
Yeah. This one notably has the survival chance of Slim, which is an upgrade from our other series, our classic series world. All right, let's hop over that. So yeah, choosing a destination here, same as ever, but of course we now have another option, the Frosty Planet Packs Series asteroid. And just like any other destination option here, all of these various world traits can show up. And story traits are also here optional. Oh yeah, this is a big thing too. So this is the first DLC of hopefully several in sort of the same kind, where the content is available for, like, we sometimes call it mixing or scrambling. You can, when you're making a new game, you can choose to include content from a DLC in that new game. So here on Series, or the Frosty Planet Pack world, obviously I'm including the Frosty Planet Pack content, right? That's checked by default. But even if I wanted to go back to like one of these other asteroids, like, you know, now I actually can choose to play that asteroid with some of the Frosty Planet Pack stuff merged in. So some of its biomes, for example, could get merged in, and you have access to that content, you know, all the creatures and plants and elements and stuff that come with that DLC.
I see you just selected the checkbox, but each biome says disabled anyways. So I guess you also have to like enable them.
Yeah,
manually.
good point. So you can kind of customize these to your liking. You know, if you want a particular biome but not the other ones, you can modify those. And if you're playing on Spaced Out, you can also make decisions about what the star map looks like. If that some version of that asteroid that we're going to play on,
Right.
you know, appears.
And in addition, just selecting the checkbox will include some of the things that the DLC has, but it will not put the biomes inside this asteroid, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
package, like the printing pod will give you options. Like you can probably print a critter from series.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, without messing up your biomes. So
Right.
you have also that option.
Yep. Yeah, and you might want, you know, like you might want to build a new building still, but you don't want to have those new biomes. So you can check that box and get that stuff included. So we're going to leave that on for now, though, because I actually do want to play on the new asteroids. There's a bunch of new content. We also made a new starting asteroid for that content specifically. I'll jump in there and check that out. New game going here.
The anticipation. Who are we gonna get?
World Gen has been an interesting project over the course of this DLC, because as we add new content, new biomes, and new points of interest, you know, we want to be able to fit those in, and we don't like stomping existing content to do that if possible. Obviously, there's a limit, right? Like, you can't put an infinite amount of stuff in, but we certainly would like to make an infinite number of things. That seems to be our habit.
It's just all point of interest.
Yeah. And on the other hand, if you were just make that world bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, performance might get slower and slower and slower.
Okay, here it is.
So we got our regular dupe selection screen, but there's a new character there.
Freya. Or how do you pronounce it?
Yeah, you got it,
Yeah.
Freya.
Yeah, Freya.
Mhm.
Freya is the new duplicant in the Frosty Planet Pack, and she's guaranteed here for us on series. We don't have to take her, but obviously we're going to. Her superpower is she is frost-proof. She always has the frost-proof trait, meaning she's immune to chilly surroundings, which is going to come up a lot. It makes the we modified some of the temperature mechanics. So duplicants are a little more sensitive to particularly cold temperatures. They always kind of dislike scalding themselves, but now they also dislike being too cold. Critters too.
They are more emotive now.
Absolutely.
About those.
Yeah.
Someone's asking how long it takes to make the whole Frosty pack.
Great question. It's hard to say specifically because we actually have been envisioning this asteroid and some of its content for a long time, but we weren't actively developing it as a whole team. The whole team kind of ramped onto this at the beginning of the year, I would say. But there was a lot of groundwork that was done prior to that, and you'll find that you might find hints of that in our lore as you go through it too, right? We've sort of been trying to tease this asteroid in the past while.
Yeah,
I think they found it.
Yeah, quite a few of the shorts kind of have little sprinklings of series hints here and there that I know Chloe's been building. So
All right. Well, we got to pick. This is non-optional. I'm taking Freya. I mean, it is optional, but not for us here today. I'm putting my foot down. We're keeping Freya. But we do have some option to choose a couple other duplicants. And as is customary, I feel like chat needs to either give us the go-ahead or tell us to re-roll.
Do we like our dupes?
I always go with at least a researcher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe someone who builds but also knows how to dig, and someone who can handle plants. Although maybe series needs more a rancher instead.
This is true. Ranching is very
Yeah.
important on
Yeah.
series, yeah. Okay, so we're thinking like maybe researcher and rancher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get ourselves a rancher. How about a researcher? All right.
Yeah. Got some new creatures to explore, so.
Yes, indeed.
Snores loudly.
I'll take. Yeah, it's good. It's good TV. We'll take it. Okay, here we go.
It'll keep it interesting for the other dupes.
The ambient temperatures of this planet are inhospitably low. I detected the ruins of a scientifically advanced settlement buried deep beneath our landing site. If my duplicants can survive the journey into this frosty planet's core, they could use this newfound technology to build a colony like no other. So that's foreshadowing something that wasn't in our beta period, but we have recently included. There is indeed something at the planet's core for a later half of the game. I don't think we'll get there today. We only got an hour. Maybe we'll take a sneak peek at it though. So the first thing, obviously, is that it's very cold here, right? Everybody but Freya is immediately going to get the chilly surroundings debuff. You kind of start off on the back foot a little bit here. Our two non-frost-proof duplicants have chilly surroundings. It's going to make them stressed. It's going to make them slow. It's going to make them sleepy. So problem number one, we kind of got to figure out how to warm them up, or at least
How do you
make
know
them
it will
comfortable.
make it sleepy?
So they are getting this stamina hit now, right? And that's sort of new. That's part of the mechanics changes we've made. And actually, these changes are you'll get these in the base game too. You don't necessarily have to be playing on the Frosty Planet pack to see this. When duplicants get too cold, and it's quite cold, they have to be like below 0 here. They're going to get that stamina penalty, which we can see they're suffering from presently. Their stamina is depleting quite
I
quickly.
see.
And that hits 0. They don't die. They just get sleepy.
Right. Okay.
Take an unscheduled nap, I think is the way it's framed.
There's that big pile of green stuff that I see too.
What are you seeing?
This right here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got a big old log pile.
This is true. So a lot of series... Well, we'll see this in a moment. This new starting biome... Okay, so it's got lots of snow. It's got lots of ice. It's very much lacking in raw minerals for building. So instead, you have to work with different materials. You got to work with wood. There's a lot of wood emphasis on the buildings and materials in the Frosty Planet pack.
I see.
They got the new printing pod skin there too. I love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, very good.
I'm gonna crank that audio down just a little bit more too. Hopefully folks can still hear it. So I'm just gonna take the opportunity to throw open the temperature overlay in case you had any doubt that it was cold here.
Let me prove it to you.
Yeah.
It's cold.
You know, it's extremely cold. We're looking at minus. You know, we're in the low minus 30s Celsius here. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit.
I don't use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in Canada.
We're in Canada. Yeah. It's very cold though. You can take our word for that. This is new. Little overlay setting here. I can. It's all very cold, but I can see what's really cold. So dupes are obviously relatively warm compared to their environment. This chunk of ice is particularly frosty. Okay, it's cold. We got some cold duplicants.
Time to warm up.
Yeah, probably should help them out.
I see a warm-looking clothing article over there.
Look at that bee.
I wonder what that could be.
Got ourselves something cozy looking on that coat rack. Let's dig over there. So they're moving pretty slow because they're chilly. Of course, Freya, the one
She's
person
like-
who's not bothered, yeah, she's like, yeah, you got this. You got it under control.
It'll help warm you up. Get to work.
No way, I'm putting you to work too, Freya.
Yeah.
Let's get and get some ladders here.
There
Ladders.
is no algae. I don't see algae at all.
No algae at all. Too cold for algae.
Mm-hmm.
So oxygen is also going to be we're going to have to approach that differently here. Yeah, we have no algae. We have no raw minerals to work with. And algae, base game is of course really important for oxygen generation. So
Yeah.
got to solve that a different way here. You know what though? We, because we're nice, we designed a new way. We did indeed add alternative oxygen sources.
Oxygen is included. Oh, they're still upset. Like, okay, digging.
Yeah. Well, they don't know.
Still
They
cold.
can't see. They don't know what's down there.
They're gonna have to fight for it.
It's true. There is only one, right? There is only one. Yeah. We considered putting in 3, but you know, it's like, I want to leave you something to do.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give you one, give you a taste of why this is useful, but like, you got to deal with the other 2 yourself.
And are we not in that big building there? Like, I don't know what it is.
This one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that probably is pretty useful too, right? Yeah, we're a little heavy-handed with these hints. The wood goes in the wood heater, and what do you know? It's going to warm them up.
Goes Camille.
Ooh.
Camille
Go
likes
back,
it.
Camille.
Yeah, it's warm over here.
You don't know what you're missing.
There's a nice bubble around here. This is going to warm up the area. This thing actually does make a lot of heat. We can see its own temperature there is actually increasing. Not that I'm suggesting they touch it, but, you know. All right, yeah, come warm up.
Ooh.
So when duplicants have that chilly surroundings effect, they're compelled to find some kind of warming station like this. They'll go, they'll warm up their hands, and they'll get relieved of that chilly surroundings effect, and they'll also get a temporary immunity to it. It doesn't last that long though. Like, you don't want to be too far away from a heat source for too long.
I see. Well, good that you started with that much wood.
Yeah. We'll get that rummage going there too. Yeah, so we'll run out eventually. It's not infinite, but we get a healthy supply of wood to start with.
Oh, Camille was the first one.
Yeah, Camille's got dibs on this.
Suit up. Ooh.
She looks so fancy.
She does look great.
Snazzy.
Yeah. So this doesn't necessarily. I'll pause for a second. This doesn't necessarily like make Camille immune to the cold, but while wearing this, they will have an increased insulation score. We dig into the details here. You can see that warm coat gives them a little more insulation, which with our physics simulation, with our temperature simulation, is going to keep them warmer.
Okay, so she's less likely to get chilly surroundings, but
Yeah.
she could still get it if it's like super, super cold.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably shouldn't go swimming in the liquid, in the liquid oxygen. It should be good enough, or at least for -30. If you've played much Oni before, you will have come across. We used to have like a warm sweater and a cool vest, or a warm vest and a cool vest. We opted to replace those with this. We opted to replace that warm sweater with this warm coat, and we took the cool vest out. Just kind of a funny story. The cool vest was kind of like, it was the thing you intuitively would wear if you were going to go somewhere warm. So
Because of the name?
yeah, well, you put on a warm sweater if you're going to a cold place. You put on a cool vest if you're going somewhere warm.
Yeah.
And that felt natural, so we put it in. But we kind of learned a little. We got a little physics lesson, or a little. The game taught us, like, wait a minute. When we talk about duplicates going somewhere warm, we're not talking about it being like, oh, what a hot day, like, you know, it's in the high 20s or something. It's like, you know, go into that magma biome where it's like 80 degrees, right? And like, if you're walking around in a volcano, you don't want to be wearing a swimsuit, right? Like that actually hurts you. That makes it worse. You want to have a bunch of stuff on you to protect
Like
you
an
from
astronaut.
the heat. Yeah, you want to be in an astronaut suit, exactly. So it's like, hang on, this is actually hurting people. This isn't helping. We opted to take that out.
Oh,
yeah, this is my fault. I spent so much time yammering, I did not build them a bedroom. And we have the loud sleeper. My bad.
Oh, but interesting enough, I have played the game before without the DLC, and when they sleep in this position, they are bothered by the light of the main building, and I don't see it happening right now.
That's right, yeah. So they are, I think one of the changes there, they are a little less light sensitive. Now, basically, our friend the wood heater here is, of course, because it's a fire, it's putting out some light. And we wanted it to be appropriate to sleep next to that. Because who doesn't love sleeping next to the fire? But it's kind of a no-go if the light would keep them up.
Yeah.
Right.
So this puts out a very dim light, and we made the duplicates a little more tolerant when they're sleeping.
Oh, okay. That explains it.
All right, let's get a little bedroom set up. New skins! Also with this TLC. Nice collection of new clothing, new building skins, new drywall tile skins. Lots to check out. So, of course, all
very cozy looking.
Yeah. And these I'm also building with wood. You'll notice a lot of buildings now have the option to be constructed with wood, which is useful in a start like this where you don't have the raw minerals.
Right. Yeah, good point. I guess I didn't notice before because wood was not too accessible to me before.
In other starts, wood's kind of like a more of a precious later into the game resource. This one's all about wood though. Right, bathrooms too. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna build the bathroom.
Oh.
Because you can guess what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You realize we don't need those things anymore.
Yeah.
Bert will demonstrate, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure if I'm in that place, I still want a bathroom.
Bert's on his way to warm up there, but I think I'll also put a new wood heater in our bedroom. But I can't. It's behind research. Don't. I better get some research going.
Oh, what's
that
that strange thing up there?
I appreciate you too. We've been working on this together for the last, how many months? But yeah, okay, yeah.
It's a strange looking building.
The research portal.
That's a weird looking fingery plant.
Oh yeah, the fingering plant.
Yeah. We mentioned earlier alternative sources of oxygen. These are very useful for that as well. You can see these are actually fully grown, so they have this harvestable blob on top of oxalite. If you've played before, you know it's pretty good for sublimating oxygen. So these wall tiles, they're giving us free oxygen right now. That will run out, and then we'll have to switch.
So it's oxygen temporary included.
Temporarily included,
Someone made a mess.
It'll clean itself up.
Oh, look at that.
It's very cold. It's well below the freezing point of mess. All right, I'm gonna get a ladder up there. We'll go check out that research portal. But it's not. I don't like it. It doesn't line up. Ugh, it's gonna be gross. I don't want to deconstruct this though. I like it too much.
Good brains.
Yeah.
You can even put the wood back into it as well.
Yeah, we're gonna restock that thing.
It's like an alternative storage.
I set it to priority 6, just to make sure that it's always filling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our little bedroom setup going on here. Crank up to ×3 speed. What else do we need? What am I missing? Wait, I said research, right?
It is interesting how different of a start it is, because bathrooms is probably one of the first things that I would build, but it's not really as important now. You don't have to worry about someone. Well, yeah.
I think it's because you guys are evil. I will still do
Yeah.
a bathroom.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
this tells a story, right? Like
Yeah.
these. A bathroom is probably not a bad investment.
Yeah.
While they're building, you can check out some of these new critters. New critters, new plants. What's going on here?
See a new little guy.
Erica,
that I
you might
worked
know
on?
something about this one.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
So the little phlox creature. I do remember there was one day because we had 2 other critters that were on the go, and then you kind of just turned around one day and were like, "I really want like a little Arctic fox creature in this game," and I said, "Say no more," and got to work. So for a while, the temp art, I kind of just reskinned the pip, and I just put antlers on it instead of like
Oh yeah, it
It's
was
fun.
really cute.
Yeah.
I wish we could try.
just for
around with
like
it, yeah.
something to like test. So I kind of just like threw that in there and then set about designing this little guy. So we kind of wanted to make it like 2 tiles tall, so I had to kind of make it work even when the antlers were quite small. So big tail, big ears, and then eventually big antlers that you can then harvest for wood.
Intense. Oh, that's smart. That you use the tail and the
Yeah.
yeah.
Because otherwise he
Because-
would have looked like a 1x1 creature, and then people would be confused. Why is he getting stuck?
Yeah.
Like, why can't he walk through there?
Yeah.
So,
Even though it still gets stuck.
yeah.
Don't talk about the bugs.
But the big tail gave me an opportunity to do some cute little animation with it when he's hopping around there, so it was quite fun.
There's our phlox. Yeah, that'll give us reliably a source of wood. We'll be able to harvest from them. Oh yeah, what happened here?
I don't know.
Did it melt? Or it was oxalite, probably.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess it's time to.
Ooh. Make
Check
some
these out.
new-
We don't have raw minerals, but we do have a lot of snow. We can build tiles out of that now.
Someone asks, "What does the phlox say?" I do remember having a conversation with Wen, and she asked, "What do you imagine this creature sounding like?" And immediately everyone started doing that
song.
song. Yip, yip, yip. New snow tiles.
New snow tiles. These are cheap. They're a little bit of insulation, not a ton. And they're just, quick to make, and they're made of materials that you have readily available here. The downside, of course, is they're made of snow. So if and when this base gets a little warmer, or if I do something silly like put a wood heater on top of them, it won't last that long. They truly will melt. But I do need a heater here because these duplicants don't like sleeping in the cold. Yet another thing, in addition to light, they can be disturbed by, except for Freya, they can be disturbed by the cold ambient temperature.
Or Bert.
Bert needs a cool jacket.
Yeah. Funny thing about that jacket, I did a little bit of a 12-year-old meme with that jacket. If you guys have Google open, you can Google Toronto IKEA monkey, and there was a person with a pet monkey that took their monkey to IKEA, and it was wearing a little shearling jacket like that, and they somehow got separated from one another, so people just discovered this dressed up monkey wandering around Burlington IKEA.
I remember when you showed me the reference, I couldn't stop laughing. And we were in a serious meeting, and I couldn't hold it. It was so funny.
Someone says, "I googled it, oh my god." There's a random little monkey wearing the cutest little jacket, so it was like, yeah, okay, we need a warm outfit for the game. I got it. I know exactly what to draw.
Inspiration comes
Yeah.
from
Anywhere.
many places. Oh, we're almost here at the
Ooh.
research portal. I'm going to prioritize that.
Unlock some good secrets for this.
But that jacket looked so good that I want to make more. Is it possible?
Yeah.
We could do different colors.
No, like I mean,
Oh,
craft copies for my other duplicants.
But different colors too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skins.
We can certainly make more of those jackets. The trouble is right now we don't have the materials for it, so we're gonna have to get a little further in the tech tree to build those things, and they are made with reed fiber, which is the same as the warm sweater used to be. We didn't change that part of it. Where is that thing? No, that's the suit maker. Here it is.
There it is.
Textile production. So we got to get down the tech tree a little bit, and you'll notice that particular technology takes 2 different kinds of research points. The novice stuff, no problem, we can do that. The advanced is a little more complicated. You may recall the advanced research points that come from the supercomputer. Supercomputer requires liquid water, which is kind of in short supply in this particular scenario.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it's clearly not here.
Yeah, not really available.
No water.
Oh, there is some on the top right. Oh,
Not quite. Yeah, so we're adjacent here to a second biome in the Frosty Planet pack, which does have some liquid, but it's not water. It's ethanol, which is a much lower freezing point, so it can stay liquid at these very cold temperatures.
is it drinkable?
I wouldn't try that.
Probably not good for
Only
you.
once in your life.
Yeah. Perhaps in small quantities, not
Yeah.
697 kilograms of it. Also, drinking things that are -40 is probably bad for you, even if they aren't poisonous or intoxicating. This thing's going to help us out here. You probably guessed this research portal is going to help us get some new research. I love this animation.
Did you just hold her hand like she was hurt?
Yeah,
she-
Her arm.
Hurts
Yeah.
it. Oh no!
Okay, never mind. No, cheating.
Yeah.
Smells like bathroom.
What's it say on the side? It says science. Let me check. Oh. It is science. It's not bathroom. That POI will unlock some technology for us. Most notably, we've got the ice liquefier, this sort of kettle building, which will allow us to take a chunk of solid ice and turn that into liquid water, at least temporarily before it freezes again. Also note here the wood tile. I love these things.
Looks so beautiful.
Yeah. We now have the ability automatically unlocked to build wood tiles, which is going to be way better for our bedroom. So I'm going to replace all that stupid snow with wood, and then I can safely put a wood heater on top of the new wood tiles. And I'm going to spend a lot of wood building these tiles, and then I'll have less to burn here.
You
but
have like half
we'll
of the
solve
wood
that
you started
problem.
with. Oh, no, you still have.
I got it.
enough.
Yeah, we're good.
I do see the pile going down.
I was going to
Yeah.
look at yeah. We'll have to get some floxes of. Oh yeah, the bathroom. Right,
yeah.
right. I should do that. Okay, fine. I'll build a bathroom. We'll get that going here. Get some snow tiles going there. Get a nice foundation for a base. Does the bathroom need wood, or can we stick with snow?
Would at least be fancy.
Fancy bathroom?
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I'm working on it. Not on the bed.
Don't wet the bed.
That was Bert's bed.
She's like, it's okay, it's not
who
mine.
did this? I can't.
It's revenge because he keeps snoring.
Yeah.
That's right. Revenge for amazing. Okay, we'll get some outhouses going here. That around here. And, habitually, I'm gonna put a wash basin there, even though I don't have any water. It's all ice. Get some doors going. All right, we'll speed up there. We'll have to start thinking about getting ourselves a little ranch set up. Oh, here we go. Printing pod. What do we got? Ooh. I could get new dupes. I could also get some of these Ideala seeds. They're new decor plants in the Frosty Planet Pack or on series. And I believe they are very comfortable in cold temperatures. You folks are great, but I want these inanimate seeds.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a flower pot, though. We don't have that research yet.
Good thing we have a researcher.
This is true. We should get to work here. Geez, we're not going to see all this stuff, but I just want to point out ice block. We got some new ice block stuff.
Oh yeah.
We've kind of cranked up their decor. If you can afford to keep an ice sculpture in your base, you should be rewarded for it. So they're made prettier now. Made some wood sculptures here. Lots of wood stuff featuring in this DLC. Duplicants can carve various things. We'll get that flower pot going there. What else is worth noting here?
The oxy sconce.
Oxalate sconce, yeah. Just a little like wall fixture. You can put a chunk of oxalate on there to sublimate, not decant, to sublimate in the area you want it to. Of course, we got our ice liquefier. Space heater, an alternative to the wood burner. I like the wood for now, though.
Right.
Oh, lots of stuff deeper down the tick tree, too. We got the mercury ceiling light. That's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
You worked on that one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the mercury seal light transforms mercury into a lot of locks. You can use these locks. Mainly was tuned for the trees that we will see in space later.
Yeah.
But you can also alternatively use it for power. Even though it requires itself power, it will generate more than what it needs. So you can use it for positive power generation. But it also generates heat, so you have to like take care of what you're doing.
No snow tiles.
Yeah, especially because those trees also need to be very cold. So if you use them, make sure you have some kind of cooling plan on your,
Totally. And we're gonna need some mercury for that, like liquid mercury, right? Like in pipes.
Yeah, in pipes.
Mercury.
Well, it's not too hard to make it liquid.
Yeah.
Well, it is when it's minus 40 or minus 50.
Sure.
Okay. I want to see that stuff. What?
Yeah.
Oh no! What's going on here?
Oh,
You're just idle. There's
I
that.
think
They are indeed trapped. That is a serious danger here.
Lots of falling
How
snow.
long have they been there?
Oh yeah. Also, the challenging world has a lot of these problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of snow piles.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
See on chat there with the summer we're having. I wish I lived on this series.
Yeah.
It is funny. It has been sort of the irony is not lost on us to be working on this like hyper cold DLC in
The middle of summer.
in the middle of summer. Yeah.
Especially
It's
all hot
mid-July. How about the coldest place you've ever seen? We should get this done, hey? So I'm thinking I should turn on them debug cheats.
Yeah.
We can see some more stuff.
Wait, if you didn't have minerals, what are you building that thing with?
The wood heater here.
So
So I can build the wood heater out of metal. So I don't have like I don't know, stone,
all right.
but I've got raw metal. In particular, I've got this new metal ore called cinnabar. We've seen some of that around here. Like, let's see, here's some.
Yeah.
So cinnabar ore, it's a raw metal in Oni. It actually one of the real metals in here is mercury. So that could be our source of mercury if and when we refine this stuff. Cinnabar, thankfully, is solid at these temperatures. Mercury, maybe not so much. So refining it could be a little challenging. Okay, let's get some sandbox tools on here. Hey, by the way, we're now sort of calling out the DLC that this particular save is using in the menu here. And if you want to load up an old save, if you pick up the Frosty Planet Pack and you want to load up an old save or your existing Oni game, you can load it up in the Frosty Planet Pack and then enable it there. So by default, we don't turn it on for your old saves because we want you to be able to keep playing it and keep sharing it with people who don't have the Frosty Planet Pack. But you can enable the Frosty Planet Pack for that save, and then you get all these new buildings and stuff in that save. You just, of course, can't then load up that save without the Frosty Planet Pack. So opt-in kind of thing. Sort of like the sandbox mode that I'm about to turn on.
Making stuff pretty is the end game. Says someone. Hardwood floor everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's very aspirational on this base to just get that wood tile everywhere, right?
It's funny because when I was working on making the wood tiles, I was actually getting new wood floors in my condo.
Right.
I was just like, I'm gonna make this look kind of like my floors, but maybe I'll like put it in that kind of like diagonal pattern instead. I didn't go for that in real life because that's expensive, but in Oni you're getting a very expensive looking floor.
Also, you're not a duplicant,
Yeah.
or do you live on?
Yeah, I don't live in the middle of an ice asteroid.
Vancouver's relatively warm, actually.
Yeah.
Did I not build? Oh, okay, they're working on it. I was like, what? They're still complaining about the bathroom. Jeez. I'm gonna use this reveal tool to check out some other biomes.
We've got more critters to find.
Here we go.
We even haven't started talking about how to get food.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
food is
yeah.
probably important, right? They've just been eating
The
a
rations.
little bit of pemmican we've got here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, pemmican, new food.
New foods. There's several new foods. Probably have to leave a lot of them to
Yeah.
you folks to
Yeah.
check out. What were we? We were here. We were looking at this
Oh,
fella.
yeah. Oh,
This
look at
is
guy.
the mammoth, who is too big. Too big. Barely fits. The mammoth is the cool pool biomes featured critter. This is 2x2 behemoth. You can tell that fluff, all that fluff, that will be ours. Let's do it. Let's just let's cheese a little bit. I'll let me use cheats a little bit here. Oh darn! I destroyed their food. Yeah. So the mammoths
He's still got one over there.
still got one over there. Okay. They eat the plume squash if you don't steal it from them. Let's just imagine they're a little further along. Got some nice wood tiles here. Make a nice ranch. Get some. Get ourselves a shearing station so we can get that wool. That'll be nice. And, get a ranching station, grooming station. My apologies. And I guess we'd need a rancher in here as well. Did we have one back here?
Yeah.
Who was our rancher? Let's see. Who is our rancher? Who liked ranching?
I think it was Camille. Check it
Was
out.
it Camille?
Again.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's suppose that Camille actually had some training there. And
We're
do a
gonna
little,
speed run her.
do a little
through.
tell. Oh, what have I done? Don't want that. Okay. Camille, I need you to go somewhere. Okay, can't do that.
You can also spawn anyone with the spawner.
A new dupe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But Camille.
You can do it.
She's
Yeah.
like, I'm getting ready.
We'll
Use helper.
we'll cut it all out. Yeah, here we go. Blast our way in there. Get them down there. I don't want to stop in there. Here we go. Nice door here. Some wood tiles. Little ladder.
Made out of wood.
Camille, what's going on?
Are we just gonna ignore that big, beautiful rock?
Okay, yeah, now tell us about the big, beautiful rock.
That he's now standing in
Yeah.
I
front of.
didn't make this big, beautiful rock, but I love it. Let's see what it is.
Oh, it's so bright and shiny.
The lumen quartz. So you can carve it, and it will drop a better version of it, which is applicable, provides light, so you can use it for your lab room, and it provides the core as well. So kind of like a beautiful object to have around.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful even like this. Yeah. Not much more to talk about it. I just like, how can we ignore it?
Fair point.
Talking
fair point.
around
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I carved it.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh, that worked.
ooh. Beautiful.
Alright, oh, we need some power. Okay. So power is a funny thing on series because we also don't have any coal around, but of course we got plenty of wood. I'll put these over here. Keep this sort of uglier stuff outside. Or more industrial, maybe is a better word. All right, power up that shearing station. Get a little bridge going here. Oh yeah, oxygen, that's important too. Jeez, things went poorly here.
So much CO2.
Just burning all that wood is.
Oh,
That's
the
true.
burner.
This does indeed generate CO2. So really what we should be doing is setting up some of these alveoli vera to consume that CO2 and give us back oxalite in exchange. But instead, I'm just going to hope the duplicants seek higher ground.
Yep. Go up.
Go up.
Go up.
Because I really want to...
Yeah, we gotta shear this.
yeah. We need that fluff. Here we go. Here we go.
Get in the machine.
We'll get ourselves some more of that reed fiber so we can make some more cool jackets. Or no, not cool jackets. Warm
sweaters.
coats.
Warm IKEA sweaters.
My
Yeah.
key is what it is.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. And yeah,
Look at that
this
bald.
fella. The mammoth here is a warm-blooded creature. You can see they actually make quite a lot of heat too. They, despite living in very cold environments, they prefer a warm body temperature. So you actually have to keep their body temperature quite high. That's normally pretty easy because they've got all that insulation on them. But
When you shear them.
we considered it. Yeah, they do keep a static insulation value right now, but it's certainly possible to push them out of their comfort temperature as your base gets warmer. So that reed fiber we could use to make more warm coats.
There it is.
Get a few
Great.
of those going.
Yeah.
It needs 4 units, and you got 5 out of that one single creature, right?
Yeah. So each time we shear the mammoth, we can theoretically make a new coat.
Oh, that's good.
But it does take a while for them to grow back. Like, yeah. This one's wild, so it's not growing as fast as it could. But you know, it's a bit of a project to get all of your duplicants wearing warm coats, or keep your base warm in general.
I guess a good suggestion would be to not expand your base too quickly. By your base, I mean your duplicant count
Right. Yeah.
until you get their sweaters.
I should probably give this fella some food. Let's get some. They eat the plume squash. They can eat from the plant, or they can eat the squash itself. Okay, you'll be good for a while, because I'm not going to limit you to it. Making a new warm coat. Thanks, Bert. Okay, what else should we check out here?
There is something hanging on the roof.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Get some food here. Those are harvestable. One-time harvest. Shrubbery.
Like the muck root.
Sort of like the muckroot. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. There's a fair bit to explore here. We can go up, head for the surface. Oh. No, spoilers. Leave that. You gotta
later.
You gotta play. You gotta look at. I do want to show
I
you.
heard
these
that
guys.
has a lot of lore involved.
Yeah, you might just, hey.
Uh-huh.
I love these guys.
Oh, yeah.
These seals.
Oh yeah, they're so cute. My favorites.
So these fellas, they feed on the nectar produced by these trees. So there's a nice relationship between these two. This tree doesn't have any nectar right now. We can probably get it there. We need some strong light on that thing. Should we just do the mercury light?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right. So of course these could grow wild. You know, we could get sunlight from space, but we're engineers, right? So we could instead block the sunlight from space and get ourselves some of these mercury lights.
It's not gonna be so easy to show this way because we have to wait for the branches to grow, and
This
the
is
branches
true.
take a while.
It's true. It does take a while to grow. So we'll set this up and then maybe we'll come back and check on it later. So this needs power and I'm gonna do something silly. I'm gonna block out the sun
And put a solar
and
panel.
put a solar panel. Yeah.
Yes. how we problem solve.
Yeah. And sometimes there's no problem, but we solve it anyway.
Yeah.
So I need to get some mercury pipes. We've got a lot of the solid form of the stuff, but it's too cold. It's frozen, right? We have to warm that up and then pump it through here.
Oh, is that the northern lights I see? In the background there?
I feel like
Yeah, so among the first drafts of designing series, we got some concept art that included people on the surface playing with snow and some northern lines. And we started developing series, and northern lines kind of went to nowhere. Like everyone forgot about them.
Except you.
Except me. I love northern lines, and I'm a programmer, and I have the power.
Made it happen.
So whenever I found a special like free time, I went out of my way and worked on this, and it turns out very very cool. Yeah, an artist helped me, and yeah, I love how it ended up. I'm glad we managed to plug it there.
Yeah. I feel like if someone feels strongly enough about something that they want in, then we'll find
I
a
love
way to
that
make it
Klei
happen.
gave me that opportunity to
Yeah.
feel that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
this scene is great, right? Like the planet sort of sliding across in the background, and the northern lights, and all these shine bugs just convenient. I appreciate these guys just flew into frame, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
my
sure.
God.
We'll
need some
pose
light?
You got a
Oh.
solar panel up there? No problem. We got you.
We'll hang out.
Yeah. We do need that,
We needed to warm up these.
or we can cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't gonna work. It's all gonna evaporate into space.
Oh no.
You basically need to get yourself a pump. Get yourself a nice insulated pipe so this stuff doesn't freeze. No power.
What?
Am I just not getting enough wattage?
Oh, there.
Yeah, not getting that much power. 15 watts. Not gonna do it.
Come on, shine bugs.
Not gonna do it. Yeah, maybe. What if we just had like a? What if we had
Oh, yeah.
It's working.
It's working. Unlimited power.
Okay.
Okay, it worked.
It worked.
It did work.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh yeah, that mercury's freezing.
Okay, so we created a bunch of light to create light.
Perfect.
My eyes.
Yeah. So our tree here, it's gonna take a while to grow those branches. Once it does, though, it'll begin its nectar production, and then our seals will be able to take a drink from the tree. And the seals, they drink the nectar, and then they put out some ethanol.
Ethanol, yeah, liquid form.
Replenish our supplies down here if we ever lost them. The reason that ethanol is important too is because these plume squash plants are irrigated with it. You don't water them; you ethanol them. Also, of course, ethanol can be used as a alternative to petroleum for power generation. And the nectar, if we don't let the seals drink it, the nectar can be consumed by the petroleum press to make plastic. So we tried to tie in the loops a little bit.
Yep.
There's some resources that are missing on this asteroid, but there are some alternative ways to get what you need. How are we doing for chat? Any questions going there?
Let's see.
Not too many.
What happens when you equip a Atmos suit while wearing a warm sweater?
Let's set that up. So Camille here's got a warm sweater. And I'm gonna get myself some Atmos suits. Dock. A little checkpoint. To just
That's not exactly the question. The question is more like, will the skins of my Atmos suit be preserved?
So Atmos suits actually have their own skin assignment. So Camille will put this on. And now they're wearing their Atmos suit skin, which could be anything, right?
Right.
And then if I take that suit off, still wearing the sweater underneath.
Okay, as expected.
And we can check out this fly closet for a moment. So if you get the Frosty Planet pack, you just get all of these skins that I'm going to show you. So for example, I could set up a new Atmos suit. We've got some new Atmos suit skins here that come with the pack. This sort of 80s thing.
We were looking at a lot of 80s ski suits. I don't know if you guys have ever seen like ski aerobics, but I was finding lots of weird videos of people doing like like flips and cartwheels and things on skis wearing 80s like jazzercise type.
Yeah.
suits.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the hockey jerseys.
Hockey jerseys, variety of colors, lots of flannels.
Oh, the flannels. I need to use them in my save.
Yeah, so we can take our dupes and dress them up however we'd like. Of course, if you're wearing that warm sweater, you won't necessarily see it. So you gotta take it off. Rhea looks great in the flannel. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, we're getting close for time, eh?
Yeah. Wallpaper skins.
Oh, we gotta show the wallpaper
Yeah.
skins. Of course. I love these, Erica. So if this bedroom wasn't flooded and completely inhospitable, we might enjoy putting perhaps a nice log cabin vibe up here. Some skins for your drywall. What else we got? It's forest one. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
If you want to keep the snow kind of like
Igloo vibes.
igloo vibe, you can go for that.
Now it's very frosty.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at those Southwest blankets that a lot of people have. So
Yeah.
I was trying to find cool designs to kind of match with the cozy decor in the bedroom.
Yeah, this works.
Just cleaning up this bedroom a little bit.
Put that up.
Feeling a little bad for what I did.
Oh, they like the changes. Ooh.
What we do? We get some get a little lamp in here. Maybe
Some
wood blocks. Yeah.
Ragnar did a whole bunch of cool wood block skins.
A lot of this DLC, like there's all the ice stuff. There's also kind of just a celebration of wood as a material.
Almost like going to a log cabin and all the coziness that you would find staying in one.
Contrasting that with the very cold, inhospitable outside.
I think we joked a few times that this was like the Canada DLC.
The Canada DLC, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Which is
remember
the-
saying to you, like, make it as Canadian as possible.
Oh yeah, I've eaten grooming station skin here too. Yeah, there were things in that direction I'd love to do that we that are not in here. Like you know, the Dukes have hockey jerseys, but they don't play hockey. And, yeah. Someone was suggesting like a sweepy.
A Zamboni
Skin
sweepy.
would be so good. Yeah.
If only there was more time.
If and when we do sweepy skins, a Zamboni sweepy. Okay, there's obviously a lot more going on here than we can fit in just 1 hour of show
Time
here,
passed
but
so fast.
it goes quick,
No.
right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to kick back out of the main menu, take one last look at that, close it down, and then we'll switch to, we'll close this down and chat for a bit.
Should we hint at what's down below?
All
or should
right.
we-
Just a little hint. Let's just see if we find something. That's not it, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How is the temperature down here?
It gets warmer. It gets
Oh,
warmer as you
oh,
dig
wow.
down. Yeah. Now remember, I've got it
Oh,
centered
yeah.
on -30 right now, so you know
It's still cold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not that
Getting
bad.
warmer.
Okay.
Oh,
There's something
lots of
here.
life.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh,
Very
Little
large
s-
machine.
little sneak
Left.
peek.
Yeah. What's that called? Geothermal heat pump. Might be useful on a very cold asteroid.
Hmm.
With that.
Find out.
Just
Yeah.
the barest of hints there.
So that is it. That is the Frosty Planet pack. Hope you check it out. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope to do more Oni streams as we kind of put out more of these sort of style of thing.
Yeah, we had one time without doing one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I guess we'll call it there.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
And thank you two for joining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting us.
That hour goes by so fast. Like, there was so much that we've done
Yeah.
in these 6 months or so, but
Yeah. And then we gotta get ready for the next
the
one.
next
The next
one.
one.
So Jan says that we're going to be raiding Two Legit City after this because they are currently playing
Nice.
new DLC.
All right.
So,
Okay, perfect.
We'll send you folks over there.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
See
See you
you.
next time.
see ya.